All right. Welcome back. Good afternoon. It's your boy, Mr. ROI, Mr. Return on Investment. You guys, I'm taking a look and I'm going to be talking about Dollarama today for my international viewers. This is basically a dollar store. Dollarama right now should be a focus. I'm in Dollarama every other day. Right now, I'm drinking some kombucha. It's about $2. If I were to go to anywhere else, say like a Save on Foods or like a Safeway or something, you guys, that same can would probably cost me $5 to $6, you guys. My glasses right here, right, cost me $1, you guys. So one thing I really like about Dollarama and one thing I really like about its cousin Costco, if I could call it that, I think it tracks inflation very well because you can kind of see that their profits are rising, and that's just due to, consumer spending. Every time I go to Dollarama, you guys, it's packed out. They always have to call out for some help. So as you guys can see, Dollarama has returned roughly 40% over the year. So over 52 weeks, it started at about 120 and it got to as high as 174. Currently, if you look in your brokerage, I just checked the simulator and I cannot seem to find Dollarama. So Investopedia, if you ever get a hold of this video, please add more Canadian tickers. But you guys, I think the 180 strike price for March 2026 is a steal. And as we get closer and closer, to winter and eventually the holidays, I think you're going to see more of a spike. And, there's a lot of, days coming in between that, Halloween, stuff like that, that a lot of people are probably going to be shopping for. I expect them to do some good numbers during Halloween. People buying a lot of candy and stuff like that for trick-or-treaters. But that's a different story, you guys. That's a massive return, you guys. 40% in 52 weeks. That's pretty darn good, you guys. I think Dollarama, with its expansion, and if you look up their latest quarterly release, I mean, this is a behemoth. Take a look at the Costco stock too, you guys. Over 5 years, right? So since the start of COVID or the pandemic, whatever you give it, Dollarama has returned over 300%, you guys. That is nasty work. You guys, like, this was one of the plays that I definitely slept on when I started my trading endeavors, if you would call it like that. It was a no-brainer. I actually remember sitting at the place I was working at the time and taking a look at Dollarama and just thinking like, man, this thing is going to go because, people, are spending less, things are tighter. And as the economy becomes tighter, again, I really like this stock, this security for tracking inflation in Costco, because it just goes to show you, like, people are, penny pinching a little bit more. Costco is good because people are buying in bulk more, people are storing more. So people are making somewhat, quote unquote, less trips. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, again, what I spoke about, especially during the Uber video, is about using real life examples to, take that to the market. So if you guys take a look, you guys, Dollarama, 180 strike price for March 2026. I think that's really reasonable. You might see a little pullback, you guys, just kind of like how we seen that pullback if you follow me on socials with the Coinbase call that I made. Congratulations if you followed that. But you guys, 180, I think the stock has a very big shot of surpassing that. Like, you guys, we already got to 174.75, you guys. That's $6 off. And remember, it doesn't necessarily need to get to 180. It just needs to start heading towards that way, you guys. And obviously, as we get to 180 and we surpass that, that's just a little bit better, you guys. The 2026, I think, is very reasonable. Right now, I just checked, give or take, it's about $10. Remember, when I speak about $10, that means actually $1,000, you guys. So I think Dollarama is something you really want to take a look at and really pay attention to here, you guys. Again, undervalued, that's up for dispute. Not sure. Like I said, you know, it's up 34% over the year. That's pretty healthy if you ask me. But Dollarama has a lot of subsidiary that you guys might not know about. You know, in Mexico City, I seen they just bought up some dollar store in Australia. So yes, that's going to be debt. That's going to be dilution. But over the long run, I expect Dollarama to keep on getting bigger and to keep expanding, you guys. So definitely keep your eyes on Dollarama. And I wish you mucho gains. Hope you guys are enjoying your long weekend. But don't forget, when the markets open back up here on Monday, wait maybe for a pullback here. But Dollarama is something that I would say, again, it's not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, you guys. But I think Dollarama has a very high shot of touching 180 plus. So thanks for joining once again, and I'll see you guys next time.